In today's video, I'm going to be talking about negative questions in English. I'll split this into two videos. In today's video, I'm going to just talk about the basics, and in the next video, I will go into some more detail. But first things first, I am about to go get my hair cut. I think it's been about 5 months since I got my last haircut, so I'm well overdue, as you can probably tell. So I'm off to the hairdresser and I shall see you later. Okay, I'm back from the hairdresser and my hair hopefully is now nice and neat. Let me feed the little one and then we can go and talk about negative questions. Okay, there you go. Okay, let's talk about negative questions. Firstly, what are negative questions? They are questions that have the word not in them or negative verbs. So a few examples: aren't you going to the party tomorrow? Didn't it rain yesterday? Haven't you done your assignment yet? Do you not understand me? Can you not hear me? You can have negative questions where the not joins another word, like in these questions, or you can have questions where the not is by itself, like the last two questions. Look where the not is when you're joining it with another word. You join it with words like have or can or do. When not is by itself, it goes before the actual verb. It goes after the subject and before the verb. I just remembered why I don't usually film outside in the living room, because it's a little bit noisy out there. So I'm back in the study. Let me set up the camera and I will be back shortly. Okay, let's continue talking about negative questions. When you use not by itself, so when you don't join it with another word, then the negative question can sound very formal. And sometimes it can also sound like you're angry at someone. So sometimes mums and dads will use negative questions to show that they're angry with their child. Have you not done your homework yet? Do you not understand what I just said? So let's have a look at an example of a negative question and how you could answer it in English. Aren't you going to school today? If you agree you're not going to school today, so a negative verb, then you say, no, I'm not. I'm not going to school today. If you don't agree, because you are going to school today, then you say, yes, I am. Yes, I am going to school today. Now, how do you remember this? Well, I have 2 tips for you today, and I'd like you to try them both out and let me know which one you prefer. And also let me know if you have your own way of remembering. I'd love to hear your ideas as well. My first tip: if you want to say the negative of the verb, so for example, I'm not going to school today, then you use no. No, not. They're very close and they're both negative. So you put them together. No, I'm not going to school today. Or if you are going to school today, then you say yes. Yes, I am going to school today. The two positives go together. Now this example, don't you want to tell her? If you do want to tell her, do you say yes or no? You do want to tell her, positive, so you use yes. Yes, I do want to tell her. If you don't want to tell her, negative verb, then you say no, I don't. No, I don't want to tell her. Haven't you eaten lunch? If you have, yes, I have. If you haven't, no, I haven't eaten lunch. And my second tip is this. Remove the not, take away the not in the question, and then answer that question. Because the answer to both questions is exactly the same. Believe it or not, it's exactly the same. So in the earlier example, aren't you going to school today? If we remove the not, it becomes, are you going to school today? If you answer that question, you are going to school today, then you say, yes, I am going to school today. If you're not going to school today, then you say, no, I'm not going to school today. Isn't that strange? The answer to both questions is exactly the same. Don't you want to tell her? Remove the not. Do you want to tell her? Yes, I do. Yes, I do want to tell her. No, I don't. No, I don't want to tell her. It's the same answer. Haven't you eaten lunch? Have you eaten lunch? Yes, I have. No, I haven't. Let me know if these tips are useful for you, or if you have your own way of remembering these types of questions. That's all I have for you today. I just wanted to cover the very basics of negative questions in today's video, and next time I will continue with part 2. So in the meantime, keep practicing, stay safe out there, and I shall see you next time. Bye.